All right, guys, so here's what we're going to do. I'm using the GarageBand, app right now, just trying to practice. But hello, YouTube. This video is going to be for you, but I'm actually recording it on GarageBand too, just so I have some content on there. So it's been a while since I've done a video in my dining room, but I did want to say that this video is just a little explanation of where I've been, what I've been doing, and why I've kind of been MIA from YouTube for the past couple of weeks, past 5 weeks to be exact. Anytime that I normally would take a drive with you guys and record for a YouTube video or stand in my kitchen and record for a YouTube video, here I am in my dining room. It's been a minute since YouTube has seen me in my dining room, so hello, YouTube, again. Now, any of those topics that I would want to talk about, I'm always like, let's save it for the podcast. Let's save it for the podcast. Save it for the podcast. That's a great topic. Let's save it for the podcast. So I got it. I'm going to get back, and I'm going to explain in this video here for you YouTube viewers what actually is going on and what the deal is. So I know I'm going to title the YouTube video something along the lines of Failed Experiment, I'm Going Back to Work. Now, that may be a little misleading, so I definitely want to clear that up and not hold you guys too long at the same time and give myself practice here with all this shit that you can't see that's going on down here for our podcast equipment. As many of you know, maybe some of you don't know, a lot of you guys are new, you don't know my story, you don't know where I come from, you just know the Car Rage guy with the bandana, and that's why you subscribe, that's why you're a part of the channel. First of all, I want to say welcome, and I want to say thank you for being a part of this channel. And for those of you longtime Robert Francomaniacs, I want to thank you guys as well, because you guys have stuck around through thick and thin. You've seen the ups, you've seen the plateaus, you've seen more ups, and you're still here, so I appreciate you very much. So, regarding Failed Experiment, many of you guys know that let's just do a little quick rundown because I don't want to get too much involved in this, but February 1st of 2017, I resigned from my job where I sold insurance for 5 years, and I gave this social media thing a full-time crack. This was going to be it. I was working with Steel Supplements. I had my own merch store at robertfrank615.com. Shameless plug, goddammit. And a lot of brand deals were coming in here and there. I did not need to work anymore. I was making more than enough money to have to work a 9-to-5 job and blah, blah, blah. So I was pretty much, for those of you who know, if you've watched my videos that say, why I almost stopped making videos, or the I resigned video from about a year ago, a little more than a year ago, you'll know that I received an ultimatum from work to either stop making videos or risk being fired. So before I could get fired, I resigned because I was not going to stop making videos. And here I am today, doing better than I've ever had. So thank you very much, person who gave me the ultimatum. And to that little midget troll in HR, fuck you too. I know it wasn't your fault. You were told what to do and you had a job to do. But anyway, I digress. Come up to the summer of 2017, I had a few bangers. I hit a couple of hot ones like in a row. We had the Easter video, Easter Rage video, did damage on Facebook. I mean, it did well on the other platforms too, but Facebook is really how I could judge how a video is doing. We had the Cinco de Mayo 2017 video that broke well over 1 million views. We had Rompers for Men, we had Fidget Spinners, we had all these videos back to back to back. And here's where the Failed Experiment comes in. I was contacted by multiple MCNs. For those of you guys who don't know what an MCN is on YouTube, an MCN, and here's where YouTube comes into play here. An MCN is a multi-channel network. And basically what they do is you turn over the rights to your YouTube channel and shit like that to them. So you're not working with AdSense anymore. You're now working with this MCN or multi-channel network. And there are plenty of them out there. There's Studio 71, there's Maker, there's a bunch of them that I can't even remember off the top of my head. But those are the two big ones that I know, are Studio 71, Maker Studios. I believe there's another really big one that I'm forgetting the name of. But anyway, they were all reaching out, wanted to work with me, wanted to do this, wanted to do that. And we were in negotiations with this one company, and they made a lot of promises and, said, oh, yeah, we can get this done for you, we can get that done for you. Well, it turns out that they never got that shit done for me. So it's been, my contract is up in almost a year. My contract is up in about a month and a half, 2 months with them, and we will not be re-signing with them. But the reason why I have been a little bit stagnant on the YouTube videos and just not posting as much as I normally would is because a lot of the topics that I would just talk to you guys in the car are good podcast material. And I'm having so much fun with this podcast. I don't know. I know YouTube really... Here's the thing that I learned about social media. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, your podcast listeners, they're all totally different audiences, and a lot of them are not repeat customers. What I mean by that is someone who follows you on YouTube doesn't follow you on Instagram, doesn't follow you on Facebook. They're all it's all separate. So I know a lot of you guys on YouTube, you don't watch, you don't listen to podcasts, or maybe you don't, I don't know. But anyway, the podcast views and downloads and listens are really starting to get up there. We're only up to our 5th podcast, and all of our podcasts so far over all the platforms are over 10,000 listens or downloads or whatever you consider, whatever you count as a view on YouTube would be a listen, I guess, or a download for a podcast. And all of our podcasts, except for the one that we just posted last night, are over 10,000 views combined between all the platforms. So that's really fucking good, right? So, and we're having so much fun. You're just broing it out with the bros, talking shit. We're talking about gym, diet, juice, gear, whatever the fuck you guys want to talk about, we're talking about. I'm tired of this multi-channel network taking, a percentage of my YouTube earnings. So when I do go back to AdSense at the end of, I think it's a month and a half, I think it's maybe June or July, something like that, I will be back to making YouTube videos, exclusive for YouTube videos. So we have your Instagram videos, we got the Facebook videos that we share, but I enjoy doing the YouTube videos with you guys too, whether it's just a driving and talking video, the vlogs. Of course, I'm going to post the rage videos here. I'm going to post the skits and shit like that, which I have 2 skits in the bank that are already filmed, ready to drop. We're filming a big one this Saturday night, which I'm really excited for. You guys on YouTube are going to love it, and all over the place are going to love it. And so we have a lot of content coming up, and I just don't want to show. I'm almost taking my ball and going home because I don't want to share. I don't want to share the ad revenue with this fucking MCN. I'm over them. I can't wait for this fucking month or 2 months to go by so then I could get back to work. And now, so that's where the failed experiment comes in, and here's where I'm talking about going back to work. When I say go back to work, I don't mean I'm going back to a 9 to 5. I don't mean I'm going back to a job where I have a boss and shit like that. What I mean by that is I'm going to get back to motherfucking work, and we are going to blast out content. I'm not going to be posting once a week like I normally do. It's going to be hopefully 2-3 times a week with entertaining content. I've always said quality over quantity. There are motherfuckers out there that post every day, every other day, and they just don't care what they post. They just think that, people just want content. I'm not like that. I want to make sure if I post something, if you see something go up on my Instagram or on my Facebook or even on my YouTube channel, well, not really YouTube because my YouTube stuff really doesn't do that well for whatever reason. But Instagram and Facebook, when I post something on those platforms, when I hit send or post, I'm posting it because I think it's a banger. I think it's a great video. I think it's good. I think my audience is going to enjoy it. I just don't post shit just to post shit. So we have a notepad. We've had multiple meetings. We have multiple video ideas written out. We have, like I said, I have 2 in the bank. We're filming 2 this weekend. We have a new series coming out, which I know you guys are going to love. So we are getting back to work. But I'm kind of holding back a little bit just until this MCN contract runs out. Failed experiment, MCN. And I should have known this because every single YouTube video you watch, don't sign with an MCN. They're a fucking scam. They're this, they're that. Well, you know what? I learned my lesson. And I'm not going to say that they're a scam, but they just didn't help me. Like there's nothing that they offer that I take advantage of, and the one thing that I really needed help with, that I wanted, they were not able to get it done. So that's that. And where we're going back to work is we are going to start filming the fuck out of content. So this is Robert Frank. This is just a little impromptu video that I felt like making for you guys here on a Jersey. It's Thursday night. Jersey Shore is now over, and I got to watch the rerun tomorrow night. So who loves you guys? This is Robert Frank. We're signing out, and we're out.
Rules to go. Size is price. It's game to call for the burger. Let's go.